So chapter 19, it serves as a checklist that of essentials for our spiritual transformation, right? So it talks about coming to the royal table. And I loved that section in the book, right? Can you share a little bit more so that we can understand what that means, coming to the royal table, so that we can understand and engage and benefit from that practice?
I'd be happy to do that, and I'm glad we're sitting at a table.
Exactly, I know.
You said it, and I thought, wow, a table you've prepared for us, Lord. Thank you. Yes, coming to the royal table is coming to the Lord's table, where we receive the Holy Communion. So many Christians and believers are familiar with, and their practice and experience is once per month, the Holy Communion is served at the church. But the point of coming to the royal table to enhance our spiritual transformation is something that Jesus invites us to do as priests often.
Yes.
Come, keep coming. In fact, keep coming. And when we come, there is a supernatural experience with eating the bread and taking the fruit of the vine. And here's the mystery that many miss, why we need to do it so often, especially where it relates to our identity. When Jesus spoke that message, the most offensive message he probably spoke on the earth was in John 6, you need to eat my flesh and drink my blood. And people said, you're a cannibal. Let's get out of here. We leave him alone. And they left. But he was really pointing to something. I am the true vine. He actually was presenting himself as the tree of life when he said that. And he was bringing us, the disciples, when he said, this is my body broken for you. Take and eat. Take and eat. In those words is a mystery, a huge mystery. Here's the mystery. Adam and Eve had eaten from the forbidden tree.
Yes.
And were barred from then partaking of the tree of life. Jesus went to the cross and came to and died and became bread, became this bread that we could now receive, became the very tree of life that we're barred from. And so he had to go to the cross, and he's saying, now when you eat this, you are eating the tree of life. This cup is a new covenant in my blood. I'm covenanting with you. This is the blood by which you will overcome. This is the blood that will reconstitute your DNA back to the royalty. It's already in my spirit, but my soul so needs that reconstituting. So when I take the Holy Communion, my soul is in deep fellowship, my spirit is in deep fellowship with the Lord, and my spirit is able to release that life force into my soul and into the rest of my body. The mystery is this: come to the table, because eating of the tree of knowledge of good and evil hijacked our royalty. Eating of the tree of life through the Holy Communion recaptures our royalty.
Wow. Yes.
You know, the expression we hear all the time, you are what you eat, that's not a joke. We're all experiencing the lingering effects of Adam and Eve eating,
yes,
of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the forbidden tree. So here Jesus comes and he offers us the table. He said, come. When he says a table, the psalmist, a table you prepared for me in the presence of my enemies. People have all kinds of interpretations of that. Whoa, I've got some enemies inside of my soul that wants to stay attached to fig leaf identities or don't want to come into the fullness. A table you've prepared for me in the presence of my enemies. There's a story, Mephibosheth in 2 Samuel 9. I write about it in the book. Mephibosheth, a prince, son of Jonathan, grandson of King Saul. after Saul was killed and Jonathan and the nurse was caring for him, dropped him. You hear the language? Dropped him. He fell.
Yep.
Became crippled.
Yes.
Lived in a place called Lodebar, dry, barren, no pasture. But King David, who had made a covenant with Jonathan in his reign, and he said, is there anyone of the house of Saul to whom I could show kindness for covenant sake? And he found out that Jonathan had a son, Mephibosheth. And so the servant said, there is a son, Mephibosheth, and he is in Lodebar. He's a prince, royalty. And the king sent and had him brought. Mephibosheth said, what do you want to do with this dead dog? He had adopted a dead dog identity.
Yes.
But this is what King David said to him. You shall eat bread at my table like one of my sons. Many of us, all of us, in one degree or another, are living in Lodebar. And the king has sent for us. And he says, come to my royal table. Come often. It's not a religious sacrament. I want you to be reconstituted, spirit, soul, and body. Take and eat. Drink my blood.
Wonderful. Yes, and that is such a powerful story because here is Mephibosheth, descendant of Saul.
Yes, he's a prince.
He's a prince.
He's royalty.
He's royalty. Yet he is living, and he calls himself as a dog.
A dead dog.
A dead dog. And then here comes David to bring him back, restore,
redeem
his identity, and invite him to the table. So powerful.
4 times the king said it.
Yes.
Eat bread at my table.
Yes.
Like one of my sons. In one instance, he said, you will eat bread always. That's an Old Testament story that seemed to have no connection with the Holy Communion or our identity, but it has everything to do with it.
Yes.
So
such powerful, powerful insight. And in that chapter 19, you also talked about there are 5 essentials.
Absolutely. Yes.
To that transformation.
Absolutely.
Right? And this is one aspect
of it. So we invite our readers, listeners, to explore those transformation essentials. Somewhere from the Word of God, being anchored in the Father's love, and having our subconscious purged. I won't give away the whole thing, but yes, they're there.